姐姐，恭喜小 herO 现在几人？
姐姐，恭喜 Nesta 4比3飞龙在天！
哎，算了，恭喜他夺冠吧。好，哇，他最后这手感染太凶了。最近半年 ZVP 56-3，给自己点一个赞。冠军。
I don't think herO has any chance to save this one, but he continues.
He gets killed coming back, and Bunny just doesn't seem to have the numbers.
Didn't even notice the Liberator of the main base, I think. So many probes are going down right now.
Oh my god, they're trying to get back, but they can't, and so many are picked up. A big clump here from Carey. Tries to split everything up. Giant force of failings rolling in and clearing the hell. That's massive.
Cyril did it all, and he is a well-deserving champion.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another day, another edition of the Masters Coliseum 8 Playoffs Day number 6. I'm, of course, your Live VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in the chat, by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all, to something a little bit different. Welcome to a catch-up stream. Of course, this broadcast, or these matches that we're about to cover, at least initially, did occur yesterday. And what was happening yesterday? Well, we were casting all day long. We had a 12-hour cast, 12 hours, I think a little bit more than that, of pure non-stop Polish action, Polish StarCraft action, I should say, as we were covering the House Galactic Battle. That is an offline event, a LAN event happening in Poland. Lasted all day. It was an intense cast, but we made it, we survived, and now we are back to do it all over again and have a full day of StarCraft. Let's go. Now, of course, because we were covering the House Galactic Battle, that means that the Masters Coliseum Day 6 broadcast we weren't able to cover live at the time, but we are covering it here and now. Of course, later on tonight, we have Day 7, the final day. I've yet to look at what is going to be happening in Day 7. We're here to catch up initially with Day 6, and then bam, by the time we wrap this up, we'll be diving right into Day 7. That is the plan. That is how we have lined things up. So we have back-to-back broadcasts. After Day 7 of Masters Coliseum, we have, of course, the OC King of the Hill as well. And let us jump into our first series. Here we go. We have our PvP. We have the upper bracket finals. Protoss versus Protoss. Again, it's been an intense broadcast here for the Masters Coliseum. No Terrans remaining left in the tournament. Only Protoss and Zerg remain. And in the previous rounds, Protoss reigned supreme, at least against their Zerg counterparts. We saw Raynor fall, we saw several fall. They both went down to lower brackets, and we have herO and MaxPax here duking it out in a best of 7 to determine who makes it on to the grand finals. Let's go. We have herO, the best Protoss in South Korea, and we have MaxPax, the best PvP player in the world. He has the best PvP. That is what MaxPax is renowned for. Despite that, as you can see with their match history, they have been playing a lot, and we have seen herO take MaxPax down in recent times. I would still say it is favored for MaxPax, but herO, he has been able to take maps and take series, and he has been able to fight back more often than not in recent times. We'll see if we can do it again, as we have our vetoes, we have our picks, we have our bans. herO, he vetoes Ultra Love, MaxPax vetoes Whispers of Gold. The MaxPax veto makes the most sense, as that is, of course, the smallest map in the map pool. Rush distance by ground very short as well. Very aggressive map, and herO is known for his aggression. MaxPax, he's known for his greed, so he gets rid of Whispers of Gold. Meanwhile, herO getting rid of Ultra Love also makes sense. Ultra Love is a very defendable map, especially in PvP, because of the ramp coming into the natural, so he gets rid of Ultra Love. And now we have every other map available. Game 1, El Dorado. That has to be a herO pick. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. Likewise, Abyssal makes sense for a MaxPax pick as well, as the series will commence. Let's go. We have our PvP. After this best of 7, we have another best of 7. We have a ZVZ between Cyril and Raynor. As we mentioned, both Cyril and Raynor did fall to these two players, MaxPax and herO, and now they are forced to face off in the lower bracket in the elimination round. They have to knock each other out for one of them to have a chance at redemption. Meanwhile, these two players, regardless of who wins and who loses, they will still be in the tournament. There is still that low bracket, that safety net to catch them, to catch whoever falls. Let's go. let us go. And again, it is, I mean, Massive Coliseum has been running all month long, even actually December. It began in December. We covered the qualifiers, covered the group stage, covered the playoffs as well. It has been an intense January, an intense start of the year is what I will say, especially with Little League Cup. That's a big cup. Jesus, that's a massive cup. Oh my god. It has been a very, very intense kind of month here, and we are nearing the end of Massive Coliseum, as we are going to be crowning our champion tonight. Let's go. Tonight we will crown our champion. Whew. And again, when it comes to MaxPax's PvP, there's a reason as to why in recent times herO has been getting the better of MaxPax. The reason for that is the meta of PvP has changed, especially with the removal of the shield battery overcharge and the introduction of the NG overcharge as well. It has had people just take different approaches to the openers. Likewise, herO has been actually embracing the MaxPax opener more often than not, and it's been really cool to see herO actually play economically and play macro against MaxPax instead of the usual all-ins. Still mix it in from time to time, don't get me wrong, he does mix it up, but he is more than willing to have more tricky mid-game plays instead against MaxPax, which we have seen succeed. Likewise, we expect the same thing at a MaxPax every game. We expect a Gate Cyber expand into Stargate. MaxPax, he's very much so a player on iteration, and he very much so has a certain way of playing his matchups, and he does kind of commit to them, doesn't really deviate too much out of the norm. He's a very stock standard player, a little bit predictable as a result, but despite that, I mean, there's a reason why MaxPax has the best PvP in the world. Despite his predictability, I mean, he still wins anyway. Like, you could recognize, oh, he's gonna cut corners, he's gonna be greedy, I'm gonna all-in him, and he'll defend, and he'll just kill you. And like, he'll survive the all-in anyway. He's crazy like that. He is crazy, he is wild. As again, we are getting ready here for the beginning of our best of 7. We are getting things ready. Whew. And we will soon be jumping in. But again, it's going to be a full day of StarCraft. I don't think that today we're going to have like a 12-hour broadcast again, but I'm feeling at least like 8 hours. Like 3 events. Massive Coliseum into Massive Coliseum into OC King of the Hill. I'm feeling around 8 hours, and hopefully we're okay. Oh my guys, we are jumping into game number 1. And in the top right-hand corner, we have herO for Weibo Gaming. And in the bottom left, we have MaxPax for Psystorm. Here we go. And again, welcome one and all to El Dorado. El Dorado, as League does say, 72% in favor of MaxPax. Makes sense. As we've been saying, MaxPax historically has had the best PvP in the world. I do think that the League doesn't necessarily weight more recent matches as highly as historical matches. So I would say this is closer than 72% in favor of MaxPax. But I'm thinking like 60-40 sort of thing because of those recent results. But we'll see. We'll see as we are going to be opening up. And both players throw down their pylons and gateways on the low ground at the natural. Let's go. And again, this makes sense. We also have been mentioning how herO has been embracing this style of play as well. We should be seeing Gate into Cybercore, into Double Gas, Stargate, then the expansion. We'll keep an eye on our players. You can see that herO is getting a faster second gas geyser than MaxPax. If MaxPax delays his second gas geyser any longer, then most likely he wants to go for a faster Nexus and cut quarters. Oh, but there's the gas. Okay, gas has now been taken for MaxPax. A little bit later than that of herO's, but it is going to be on the way. And with the current openers here, the goal is to delay the expansion. The goal for this probe from herO and the probe from MaxPax is delay the Nexus, delay the expansion, and force the Stargate out of the opposing player, and force out this Zealot as well. If they are successful in doing so, then we should be seeing Phoenix Wars. If both heroes force to throw down the Stargate, if MaxPax is on Stargate as well, if they both see each other, then you start Phoenix production, and then you enter Phoenix Wars. That is how Phoenix Wars are born here in this kind of opener. As you can see, both Zealots are on the way to both players. Probes are in position to delay, and so far they are doing well. Cybercore is done, there's a pylon block, and there's a Stargate from the side of herO, and we should be seeing a Stargate from MaxPax. Yep, there it is, Stargate is on the way. So welcome one and all to Phoenix Wars. As we did mention, this is typically how they are, they come to existence here in PvP. There's no way else about it. Like, this is the only correct move after being pylon blocked in such a way, and because both players see each other's Stargate, you have to make Phoenixes. Can't make anything else. If you make an Oracle, the Oracle's just going to die, and then you're behind. If you make a Void Ray, the Void Ray is just going to be overwhelmed, and then you're behind. You have to make Phoenixes, and then you have to keep making Phoenixes, and then you don't stop. like once you start, you're locked in. Now, there are some certain power spikes when it comes to Phoenix Wars, and we'll get there, like, eventually. Likewise, we can see MaxPax MaxPax moving out with that Adept. Ground units can be actually quite effective here in this matchup, especially early on, because Phoenixes are quite limited in how they can actually deal with ground-based units, especially when you have a low Phoenix count. Meanwhile, here comes the Adept. The wall is open. Does shade in. Oh. Does shade in towards the main. Stalkers there dealing with the pylon at least. The Adept does not commit to the shade, but gets one probe kill. Very nicely done. The Adept is going to go down, but will delay the expansion even further, as MaxPax's base is already on the way. That's a big win for MaxPax, as he will be ahead economically. Now we see the Nexus for herO. Phoenix production is continuing. And MaxPax, he is making a Stalker to reinforce herO. He does move out with his first 2 Stalkers just to try to apply some pressure, but he shouldn't really be able to get too much done here, especially with this defensive stance from MaxPax. I say that the Phoenixes, they come in to reinforce. Shield battery's on the way. herO, he is up that one Stalker. Does have a Stalker lead. With that, he could try to overwhelm, and now he backs off. He backs off, respects the production, respects the shield battery, pulls away. And now we can embrace Phoenix Wars. Now from here, we should soon be seeing a second Stargate for double Phoenix production. That is going to be a big power spike. If one player's second Stargate is more delayed than the other, then there is going to be a window in time where one player is going to be like up 1 or 2 Phoenixes, and that small Phoenix lead can snowball into a win. That's also why a lot of people aren't really too fond of this mashup, or I say this mashup of Phoenix Wars, because all it takes is if you're up 1 Phoenix, if you're down 1 Phoenix, that can cost you the game then and there. Speaking of, there's second Stargate. Second Stargate has been thrown down, so just like that herO, there is in fact going to be a window where he's going to be up a Phoenix. Never mind, it's going to be a very small window, as MaxPax is only a couple of seconds behind with his own Stargate. So only behind a couple of seconds, as he is going to be building up. Both players are going to have quite comparable armies. Now, when it comes to another big power spike, that is going to be once we get into the Fleet Beacon, into Phoenix range. That's going to be another big moment. Outside of that, both players are going to be fishing for any initial strong fight. If they can get the first volley off and kill 1 Phoenix ahead of time, I mean, that can just be game. Meanwhile, these Stalkers are going to be lifted. The Phoenixes, they do maintain themselves. Oh! herO, let's be so careful. So does MaxPax. They pick in herO. He is up that 1 Stalker. He does have a slight advantage. Reinforces with a second Stalker as well, and MaxPax, he has to back off. He just does not have enough. So MaxPax, he gets bullied back. herO, he does retreat, as MaxPax did not take the bait to fight. As you can see, your Phoenix counts are neck and neck for the time being, except for those 2 Stalkers. Like, that is added extra DPS in favor of herO. And again, we're just waiting for the 3rd base location, the Fleet Beacon potentially as well. I love that MaxPax, this probe here, like MaxPax, he's so good at this in Phoenix Wars, where pylons can actually be so effective here. The probe is coming in for a pylon block. As you can imagine, Phoenixes, they cannot destroy buildings. So if there's a pylon blocking your expansion, then herO can't really do anything about it. But that's also why it's important that herO still maintains 2 Stalkers. 1 Stalker goes down. Okay, not bad. 1 Stalker left for herO. Again, that is the only thing that can destroy buildings, that destroy that pylon. Zoe coming in to reinforce for MaxPax. If the pylon finishes, MaxPax, he can start up shield battery production ahead of time. Also scout his opponent as well. Get a better idea of what's going on. That pylon should go down. You can see herO, he's there to protect that Stalker. Is there to protect. MaxPax getting his own 3rd base. herO, he was much faster to expand towards the south. So faster 3rd for herO. Pylon goes down. You can see both players just stacking up their Phoenixes as best they can. The reason why is if the Phoenixes are stacked, then they all shoot at once. They all shoot at the same time. If they're spread out, then some of them will be slightly out of range and they won't shoot the first volley. Up! Ooh, and MaxPax does shoot first. He gets 1, he gets 2. Yo, is that game? That might just be too much here. Yeah, better engage for MaxPax. Takes on 2, 3, 4. Still that from here he overwhelms. You see here MaxPax with a Phoenix lead. herO, he backs up. MaxPax doesn't commit. 3rd Stargate on the way. Fleet Beacon as well, I believe, for MaxPax first. As Phoenix range is in production. herO, he actually got a 3rd Stargate. Interesting. So herO with triple Stargate production, he can overwhelm. Meanwhile, MaxPax, given time, he will have the first shot with that Phoenix range upgrade. But that 3rd Stargate, not something that I was really expecting. And as a result, even though herO did take a worse trade there, he is actually able to recover in the Phoenix count, in the overall Phoenix count. A big part of this is his better economy as well. He does have a faster saturation at his 3rd. I'd love to know what the Phoenix numbers are looking like right now. But what are we looking at? As herO does stack up. Trying to catch out MaxPax. Coming in from behind. Oh! Yeah, it does flank the army. It will catch him out. And again, herO, he's up 2. Yeah, he's up 2 Phoenixes. Yeah, massive win for herO. Does commit, does engage. Despite MaxPax winning the fight earlier, he wasn't really as bold to chase herO down. And with that, I believe herO should be able to maintain that Phoenix lead. Phoenix range is now done for MaxPax, but despite getting the first shot off, it may not matter if he's just overwhelmed. As now we get a 3rd Stargate for MaxPax, but considering it's a mirror matchup and that herO, he just merely has a production advantage, he's just going to be perpetually ahead in Phoenixes. Is just ahead. Go based on the way. herO, he did win that previous fight. He backs up. And he's just getting ready to take another engagement here. And MaxPax, he's stuck at home. You can see here, a 6th Phoenix lead. Oh my god. It's just getting bigger and bigger. It's just getting larger over time. That's the reality here. The longer this goes on, the better it is for herO. Mothership's on the way. That is going to be a big moment for MaxPax, where he has Cloak available. That is true. But he needs time for that Mothership. Likewise, herO now going for his own Fleet Beacon. He's going for his own Fleet Beacon. Mothership's still on the way. herO, I feel like he should be a little bit more proactive here. Like, considering his advantage, again, he's up 8. He's up 8 Phoenixes. Jesus Christ. 20-12. If he doesn't engage soon, then the Mothership is going to be a big factor here in favor of MaxPax. But at the same time here, he doesn't know that he's ahead. He should be somewhat aware, but not feeling as confident. Now he's going to his own Phoenix range. 4th Stargate on the way. Mothership is going to pop in. Now, when it comes to the Mothership here, currently there is 0 detection for herO. So activating Cloak is going to be actually a massive factor and a big utility kind of spell coming in for MaxPax. We can activate Cloak, he can protect his Phoenixes, and he can get a lot of volleys off. Now, once herO realizes what's going on, he needs an Oracle. He needs an Oracle and Revelation. Without it, MaxPax, he can take a fight even being down in the army supply. As for the Mothership, there's Cloak. And Cloak gets activated. herO, he has to back up. And he needs an Oracle. Does fight the Phoenixes out of range of the Mothership, though. MaxPax, he overextends. See here, he's up only 5 Phoenixes now. Not 8, not like before. Now he has range. Trying to come in from behind. A bit of a messy fight. There we go. Does Kai well. There's a slow zone. Moves out of the slow zone, takes out more Phoenixes, and I believe herO, he still maintains the lead. Yeah, there we go. He's up 9, he's up 10. Oh my god. Not as much. But he's still up in those Phoenixes, and he can take the fight. He can, and he will. Nice target firing as well. Does focus at the Phoenixes. Now going for the Mothership. Oof. And one more volley. Mothership will fall, and MaxPax, he is overwhelmed. Again, that 3rd Stargate was a big move for herO, and ever since, he's just been ahead. GG gets called, and herO, playing it carefully, playing it safe, takes the lead in the series. Whew. GG. Let's go. GG, well played. herO, he does take a lead. Again, winding it back for those that are curious in this Phoenix War, everything was even. They were both keeping up with each other initially, and then herO, he was able to get a faster third base, faster saturation, better economy. With that, he afforded a much earlier 3rd Stargate, and he was able to outproduce MaxPax for an extended period of time. There was a point where herO, who was up 6, then up 8 Phoenixes, and with that, he just overwhelmed. So the reality is that he was able to just outproduce MaxPax. The big advantage that MaxPax had was 1, the Fleet Beacon and Phoenix range, 2, the Mothership. Those are the 2 things that were going in his favor, but we saw a bit of miscontrol out of MaxPax, moving out of range of the Cloak, and likewise we saw that herO was able to respect that position quite a bit, able to just back up, able to take it slow, take it steady, and just still maintain that higher Phoenix count and make use of it as well, and overwhelm MaxPax. GG. GG, well played. herO takes the lead, and now we're getting into game number 2. Now, Abyssal Reef is going to be, I believe this is MaxPax's map of choice. It is one of the more macro maps. It's a very large map, very defendable. We expect MaxPax to go for the same build. Here, herO, he has options. He could likewise mirror MaxPax and go for the same thing and go for a gate into Cybercore, into Nexus. But I mentioned before that herO, what I appreciate about his PvP, like his PvP has changed so much over the past 2 months. Like if you've been watching herO the past, like throughout January, December, and end of November, herO, his PvP has changed drastically since what it used to be back in 2024, and or at least 2024 proper, I should say, like the EWC season and before that. herO, he is so much more willing to embrace these more economic builds and have these quirky styles in PvP, and it's been amazing to see. And here we go, in the bottom right hand corner, we have herO for Weibo Gaming. In the top left, we have MaxPax for Sidestorm Gaming. Let's go. But now we are setting up on the high ground here, and we'll see if herO does mirror MaxPax or if he does adjust and adapt. What I'm getting at when it comes to his openers, we have seen time and time again herO even outgreed MaxPax and go for a Nexus before the Cybercore or Nexus before the Stargate. In this kind of situation, we've seen him go for the more economic opener and then go into a fast blink transition instead to try to catch out his opponent off guard. Likewise, going into faster robo, into faster immortal production. Like there are different variations here from herO, and he has been a lot more flexible, I will say, coming into the off season, coming into this latest patch, I should say, of PvP. I mean, they come hand in hand, the off-season and the latest patch. And we'll see how herO does mix it up. Likewise, MaxPax should be going for the same, should be going for just a gateway, just Cybercore into Stargate. Stream is all Dragon Ball. Exactly. Gah. I hope you're ready to yell for 3 episodes and then transform. Let's go. The question is, who's going to transform? Are we going further beyond? Teach my dragon how to ride a bull? Is that what it is? I can't quite recall the lyrics of Headchala. Something like that. MaxPax isn't even his final form yet. True. It's not even his final form. Oh, no. He still has his eyebrows. He has to get rid of them. For now, I should also emphasize, it is going to be the Stargate opener. Stargate opener from both players, and this is what I've been talking about here. MaxPax rushing to an earlier Stargate, herO going for his a little bit later here. Once again, we just see herO going for a faster Nexus. I mentioned this before, actually, in the lead up to this game, how herO, he has been one to outgreed MaxPax and go for earlier bases, like this, for example. Earlier Nexus for herO, later Stargate. Because the later Stargate here, he should be going for a Phoenix opener, as MaxPax did open Oracle, and MaxPax does not know what's going on. He's in the dark. It's on MaxPax's scout, but now he's going to be zoned away. Zelda up here on the low ground. There we go. Phoenix production has begun for herO, and the Oracle is zooming across the map. Oh, Adept Shade's in. A big win here for MaxPax. Now he knows he's aware of the Phoenix. There is a shield battery in the mineral line. Zelda's being chased down. Oracle does dive in, going for the sentry. Gets a probe, going for the sentry as well. I like this move here by MaxPax, trying to get some value. He will get the sentry, but it's going to cost him the Oracle. And the Oracle is going to go down. Does have to recall. Up! Ooh, the recall fails though. Yeah, recall's not in time. Oracle falls. Does get 3 probes, so nice economic damage. With this, MaxPax does take a slight economic lead, but herO is up in Phoenixes. And we have a very interesting twist of fate where now MaxPax is forced to transition into Blink Stalkers. And usually it's on the other foot here. Usually it's the opposing player that has to go into Blink Stalkers, and MaxPax is going Mass Phoenix. So very interesting dynamic here. Now herO, he does make 3 Phoenixes for map control, and he's switching into a Robo. Now the reason for this, herO, he knows he's going to be down in Stalkers. Straight up, he's going to be behind in the Stalker count, and he's going to be behind in the Blink count. So how do you make up for that? You have less Stalkers, you don't have Blink. What do? Immortals. Immortals should be on the way for herO. That is kind of like the rock, paper, scissors. If your opponent has one thing, then you need the other to survive. So we should be seeing Immortal production. Meanwhile, Phoenix, as they poke in, they get 2 probes. Just like that, herO does take a worker lead. Oh, the Shark. Get out of here, Shark. God damn it. He just wants attention. Every time. Every time. As with that, another 2 workers falling. Say shade in towards the natural. Ooh, catching. MaxPax a little bit off guard. Phoenixes are still being active. There we go. Immortal has begun. Now the question becomes, how many Immortals is herO going to have in time for this push? As herO, ooh, he's expanding, is getting a 3rd base. I mean, on one hand, this makes sense. This is a very large map, very macro map as well. But MaxPax, it looks like he's going for an all-in. He's getting his proxy set up. He has 3 gates back at home. I believe there's a proxy 4th gate here for MaxPax. He's committing 4-gate Blink Stalker. The proxy has been found. But can he stop it? Can a herO survive? He needs that Immortal. The Immortal's on the way. I'm not so sure if herO can hold on to this 3rd. He's going to try to. Shield battery is done. 1 Stalker goes down. Good pickup. But again, MaxPax just has an overwhelming Stalker army. And herO may have just been too greedy. As MaxPax, he dives in. It takes 1, 2, 3 volleys to take down the Immortal. That was a lot of volleys, but the Immortal does go down, and that still might just be enough. As we have a 2nd Immortal on the way. herO, he needs a little bit more time. The Immortal has arrived. Ooh, does focus on the Stalkers. And the Phoenixes, they barely do survive as well. Impressive. 2nd shield battery did complete. 3rd shield battery's on the way. herO, he's holding. And the longer this goes on, the worse it is for MaxPax. He needs to do more critical damage. Resetting the Immortal count is not good enough. Oh. MaxPax is looking to get into the mineral line, picking up a couple of probes. But MaxPax is down 10 workers. He needs more damage. Adepse shade in towards the natural. herO, does he keep up? Nice pick up on the Phoenix. Down to 2. 2 Phoenixes left. Probe's going to be going down. That's a lot of economic damage. herO not quite paying attention in time. Does not paying attention. Likewise, Immortal does rally forward. Oh, the boys are being pulled. Oh, God. herO, not like this. Immortal goes down. herO, he does overextend on the right. And likewise, on the left, he's being crippled as 13 probes go down. Yeah, some big miscontrol here by herO. Leading out the 2nd Immortal. Again, the first one shouldn't have died. And with that MaxPax, he might be able to overwhelm this. A 3rd Immortal has arrived just in time. And herO holds. herO does hold, but MaxPax, he did a lot of damage here. He killed 2 Immortals, he killed a Phoenix, and he was able to kill 13 probes. MaxPax, he is still in this game. Still behind, but still in this game. As herO maintains his worker advantage. I'm sure MaxPax was hoping to at least kill the expansion, but did well for himself here. Behind this, getting into upgrades, into his own robot production, gateway explosion for MaxPax. Likewise, herO getting into his own blink, and even into a 2nd forge. Let's go. He's getting to a 2nd forge. herO building up. Meanwhile, we do see MaxPax going for the Warp Prism before any Immortal production. Interesting. Going into Charge of Archon. Going into the go-to mid-game composition, at least MaxPax is. And herO is still building up and focusing and fixated on Stalkers and Immortals. Has yet to really embrace Charge Lots or Archons. Not yet. So MaxPax, he is taking up, but he does have the worst economy currently and the smaller army. But he is pushing. He is pushing out. Here does rotate over. Rotating towards the natural. Potentially towards the 4th. MaxPax, he is yet to commit. Jesus, that's 4 Immortals for herO. Ay. That's a lot of Immortals. So here he has an ideal army against Stalkers. What about Charged? So this is where Archons are a must. Without Archons, without Disruptors, it's going to be difficult to engage. Speaking of, we do have the Bay on the way for herO, so it looks like he's intentionally skipping Zealots, sorry, skipping Archons and going straight for Disruptors instead. Technically, it could go into Colossus as well. It's a little bit more niche. Zealot right towards left-hand side. Making the way into the middle line. Cannon is in position. And he does some of the Immortals. But the shield wipers are too good. The Immortal does survive. Here he does hold the line. Forcing back the Zealots. The Bay is now done. And show us what you got. Is it going to be the Disruptor or the Colossus? Oh, as Zealots say, take down the cannon. Uh-oh. 5 probes going down. MaxPax, he's catching up in the economy. Is catching up. Getting 8 probe kills. And there it is, Colossus. So again, Colossus, as we were kind of alluding to, is an alternate version or an alternate way of dealing with Archons. Sorry, of replacing an Archon, I should say. Dealing with a gateway composition, where they provide a lot of splash damage. The downside, of course, is that it does take up otherwise Disruptor production or Immortal production, as it makes use of the Robo, of course. And you only make 1 at a time. So here he needs time to build up. But again, he has taken the defensive stance here in this game. The defender's role. Second Robo for herO to make up for his otherwise deficit in production. Bay now on the way for MaxPax. He should be working towards Disruptors himself. And so far here, he is maintaining himself. He's holding on. He's going to be able to hold on. MaxPax likewise just posturing. Here, he shouldn't be pushing without his Colossus, of course, so he's still building up his Colossus counts and just focusing on defending. There we go. Second Colossus has arrived. Now Disruptor production has begun. Here are the first 2 tech into Disruptors. MaxPax still posturing. Still looking for a way in. Starting up his own Disruptors. Now, despite the fact that herO has had a better economy coming into this game state, and I would say has had the better army, the reality is that now both players have Disruptors, and this could go either way. It comes down to the control. It comes down to the unit control. How well does herO avoid Novas? How well does MaxPax avoid them? How well do they connect? It all comes down to the Disruptors. The balls, papi. The Dragon Balls, if you will. Ah, let's go. It's time. It's time for the 2 Protoss to clash here. MaxPax does try to dip in. So Ramai runs into Colossus, almost brings it down. Oh my god, the Colossus is getting very low. Does get low, Nova's going to be going up. Up, massive connections. Good start, Stalkers do go down. At the same time picking off 1 Disruptor, but that's a good start for MaxPax, and you can see here the supply. MaxPax is the first to max out. Ooh. Prism goes down though. MaxPax here overextends. Wasn't expecting the cannons in the main. Here he's holding. And he's catching up a supply. But again, what matters most here is not necessarily the supply, but how many Disruptors. How many Disruptors, how many Novas do you have available? So far, 3 for herO. Likewise, 3 for MaxPax. Nova goes up. Doesn't connect. herO shoots first. Neither one does connect either. Main army is collapsing in. 4th Disruptor has arrived for MaxPax. As he's looking to push out. Again, mainly a Disruptor Stalker army. And herO's army is much more immobile here. I'm referring to the Immortals, the Colossus. It's much more difficult for these units to avoid Novas. Nova goes up, forces out the blink. 1 Disruptor goes down, forces friendly fire. Oh my god, herO, calm down. Does force friendly fire. Again, herO having a hard time controlling this army, as he cannot push too far in. Otherwise he gets punished like this. Oh no! Ooh, massive connection. 3 disruptors and a Colossus go down. And MaxPax, yeah, these Novas, they're connecting. Immortals are trying to brute force their way through. The base is going to go down. At the same time, Max is going for massive counterattack. Another Nova! Oh my god, herO! He takes all the Novas to the face. All of them to the face. He's like Spirit with Storm. Oh my god. The Novas. herO pushing in towards the production. The Robos are exposed. But here he has to respect the army. Another disruptor goes down. herO, his disruptor count gets reset. Yeah, completely reset at this point. The disruptors, the immortals, they do fall. herO behind this going to more disruptors of his own. Both players, they do plummet in supply, but these have been better trades for MaxPax. What's most important about these trades, even though we have similar supplies, is that MaxPax, he wasn't losing disruptors. So his disruptor count has been building up over time. And herO's has not. herO does zone the army away. Pulling back his Colossus, I believe, are getting caught out. Oh, almost. As herO does find these Dark Templar. Now, what I will say is that herO, he has been trading worse. That is true, but he has a better economy, so he can afford some of these losses a little bit more. Novas, they do connect. They graze the Stalkers. herO going to be rotating. herO, he is maxed out, mainly with a gateway composition. Can he avoid these Novas? Can he control this well? MaxPax, he's out of position. The Novas, they zone away. Novas, they zone away. herO's going straight for the production. Going straight for the natural. One disruptor does fall. Robos are going down. They're both under fire. Yeah, big connections here for herO. Takes down both Robos. Massive pickoffs. That means MaxPax, he can't make any more disruptors. He can't make any more. MaxPax, does he notice? As he has yet to throw anything else down. Trading with the army. More disruptors on the way for herO. MaxPax just reinforcing with Zealots. I mean, he still has a very high disruptor count, that is true. And herO, he is now down in supply. There we go. Robo's now on the way. Just noticed. There's one Robo on the way for MaxPax. herO pushing in. From here, going to be forced to pull back. herO, this army is so exposed, and MaxPax, he can just go for the dive if he spots it. Up, if he sees. Yeah, the other side's in. Gets one, gets 2 disruptors. Never goes off. Massive connection! And that's what herO was looking for. Massive connection in favor of herO. Sometimes one is all you need, but that's still a lot of disruptors for MaxPax. herO, he rotates, does find the Zealots. Hashing them out. MaxPax moving in. Oh. So far, herO, he's buying time. Rotating towards left-hand side, forcing a recall. Does force a recall. No disruptors here. I believe herO does have the larger Stalker count. He can overwhelm this. Uh-oh. Can evolve this army. herO, he rotates. Looking for those disruptors. Never goes up. Doesn't connect. Stalker's in, caught out. MaxPax is out of position. Again, half his army towards the bottom left-hand side of the map. MaxPax, yes, to race on over. Novas, they go off, they connect. Yeah, disruptors are going down the base as well. And MaxPax, a little bit indecisive with that army. You can see he's thinking about maybe counterattacking, maybe going back home. He turns back around, he's coming back home. Ooh, but then, oh my god, the Novas, they just crash into the army. GG gets caught, MaxPax losing everything. And herO takes game number 2. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Sorry, I should say herO did have the stronger start. herO did have the stronger initial start here against MaxPax, was able to get the better economy for most of the early to mid game. Then MaxPax had the better unit control. He was able to land some insane Novas on herO. Despite that, herO, there were some pivotal moments where he was able to get on top of the production. Remember, he sniped 2 Robos. So, and actually, the second Robo never got rebuilt. Oh, no. Just caught up in the chat. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have herO for Wheel Gaming. In the top right, we have MaxPax for Psystorm. And again, the pressure is on MaxPax, as he is down in the series. And he does have some wiggle room here. He does have some, you know, some freedom when it comes to dropping some games here and there. But that freedom is about to dry up, I should say. One more loss, and here is going to be a match point. Now we do have our initial openers. MaxPax going for the gate, Cyber expand. herO taking a breath there. Looking a little bit stressed, actually. I mean, he is in a good position in the series, but it's still MaxPax. And as you mentioned, like, MaxPax, he has the best PvP in the world. 2-gate opener for the first time. For the first time this series, 2-gate opener. MaxPax, he scouts, he confirms, and this means that herO, he has the option to 1-base all-in. He could go for the 1-base all-in. Cybercore's on the way. My eyes are on that probe before herO coming in for the scouts. Does go in. Checking the natural. Now, it is a 2-gate opener. There is a chance that herO goes for a sentry into Nexus, where he skips the second unit. That is true. That is an option. Meanwhile, if you recall, MaxPax should be going for the faster Stargate after the Cybercore. We'll see who takes the economic lead. Cybercores are done. There it is. Stargate for MaxPax, as we expected. From the side of herO, he's opening up double Stalker. Interesting. Okay, double Stalker is very aggressive. A very aggressive start here by herO. With this, he can reinforce with a 3rd and 4th Stalker to apply pressure to try to break the natural. Question becomes, does herO throw down a proxy? Does he commit? As that is going to be a Stargate follow-up. Interesting. Is he going to go into Phoenixes? Meanwhile, going for the pylon and cyber block. Oh my god. Very committed. Here he delays the expansion. Does delay MaxPax. Pylon's going to be killed, and here he has the option to cancel the Cybercore before it finishes. We'll see if he does. It's going to be the Oracle open out of MaxPax, and again, here I'm curious if he opens up Phoenix again. This is feeling very similar to game number 2. Was it game 2? Yeah, game 2. On Abyssal. Which did open in a similar fashion. Hero is going to be the first to expand. And the hero should be opening Phoenix here. The Cybercore is done. Ooh, as here, he's actually supply blocked. Oh god. That should not have happened. Wait, did he cancel the Stargate? No, he didn't cancel. But he is supply blocked. So big supply block for hero. There we go. Finally, we have the Phoenix on the way. But this is a late Phoenix for hero. And you can see him shake his head. And was not meant to be supply blocked. Oracle pokes in, and the Oracle should get away. Ideally, the Phoenix would have been done by now, and then you can chase down the Oracle. But now MaxPax has more time to back off, to reposition. Does commit. Phoenix should shut this down. Does he recall in time? Nah, not at all. The Phoenix will get the kill. Good start. Despite the supply block, actually good start for hero. And MaxPax, did he finish that second Oracle? It looks like he cancelled. A little bit indecisive. He starts a Phoenix, cancels the Phoenix. Working towards Blink. And again, this is very similar to Game 2. Where Hero did get a lean early on. MaxPax killing a couple of workers. Here he commits across the map. He does have the advantage. Can he catch out the Stalker? Nah, not quite. The Stalkers, they get away in time. Otherwise, they would have gone down. The shield battery will help. But here, he's going to be committing. The boys have to be pulled. MaxPax, he's in trouble. Does lift one Stalker. Nice control out of here. He falls away. The Stalker goes down. And MaxPax, he holds. He does hold. Meanwhile, 6 probes. Oh my god. 5 probes going down. 6 probes going down. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this second Oracle was cancelled or not. It looks like it did finish. And here he assumed that it wasn't made. There's the recall, and just like that, MaxPax has a massive lead. He survived the push. He does take a worker advantage. His Oracle more than paid for itself. Hero's behind. He is now behind. And I would say he's now all in at this point. Like, he needs to do some critical damage. But the problem is, as the game goes on, it's getting better and better for MaxPax. So again, here he gambled. He assumed there was no second Oracle. Alas, he assumed wrong. Was caught out. Does commit. The boys are being pulled. And with the help of these 2 shield batteries, MaxPax should be able to hold on. One Stalker goes out. The depths they have arrived that will help assist here against those probes. Shading towards the main. Shading behind the main army. Once again, lifting up those Stalkers. We do have the NG overcharge. And despite killing 11 probes, herO, he shouldn't be able to break through this. I say shouldn't. He does get one of the Stalkers. Going for the second Stalker. And it looks like he barely will lose another Phoenix. Gets a second Stalker. And another. The shield is out of energy. herO, can he break through this? No shot. No shot. Blink is done for MaxPax. Does get away. Does pull back. More boys being pulled. Not gonna lie, I'm impressed here by how much damage herO has done. herO is still down in workers, but does trade 1 for 1. Not quite. Losing one of his Stalkers. More reinforcements have arrived. herO pushing in. With Blink control, MaxPax should be fine. He should be able to preserve his army. herO just trying to trade out, but these are still rough trades for herO. And GG gets called. He was completely all in. And MaxPax, he holds. He puts a point on the board. Let's go. Let us go. Whew. Okay, we have a series. We have a back and forth. It's an all in here. I mean, herO, he hasn't gone for it yet, but we'll see what opener he does embrace. As in the right hand corner, we have herO for Able Gaming. And in the bottom left, we have MaxPax for Psystorm. And again, that last game, it was a risky move for MaxPax to make the second Oracle. It was more than worth it, as he was able to get across the map and wreak havoc, of course. And behind that, it was all about just defending, just surviving. Had 3 shield batteries on the low ground. Did survive well enough. He was able to pull back in time as well without getting caught out by the Phoenixes. And with that, GG. GG, well played. We have a back and forth. We have a series here. And can MaxPax tie it up? We're here to find out. Here to find out. Now, when it comes to the amygdala, the rush distance spike ground is quite long. It's quite a long rush distance spike ground. There is no ramp coming into the natural, so it is a little bit more unsafe to try to go for greedy builds and go for these earlier expansions. But we'll see if MaxPax can get away with it. Likewise, we'll see if herO goes for it as well. Once again, 2 games in a row, 2-gate opener out of herO. Okay. So it is a 2-gate opener. Now, with a 2-gate opener, herO, he might go for his own proxy. He might go for his own 1-base all-in. That is an option. We'll keep an eye on the first 2 units. As a reminder, last game, herO did open up double Stalker. Double Stalker into a 3rd and 4th Stalker as well. Like herO, he was very aggressive and very committed last game. We can see that herO, it looks like he does plan on hiding his pylon. You can see on the minimap, he does have a probe towards the top side. It is, I believe, for a fake proxy pylon, not a real one. As MaxPax, he is looking for the pylon, trying to figure out what's going on. He now knows that the pylon is missing, and is it real or is it fake? I mean, we can see that there's nothing quite with it, at least not yet. herO looks like he abandons the pylon, so he's not going to be sticking around to throw down a building. And once again, double Stalker. Interesting, double Stalker. The probe comes back around. Are we going for a proxy Stargate? Are we committing? MaxPax, he is looking for that pylon. Twilight Council. Okay, interesting maneuver. Oh no, he checks, he scouts, he confirms, and now he knows what's going on. Whew, okay, I was gonna say this could be a 1-base proxy Dark Shrine into DTs, or it could be a 1-base Blink-based all-in. Regardless, MaxPax, he sees, he knows what's going on, he is aware. Is going to be aware. herO, he knows he got scattered. Twilight Council completes, and what's it going to be? He is making a 3rd and 4th Stalker, so he's committing with Stalker aggression. Going for a Dark Shrine is unlikely to work now. Yep, there it is. Blink is on the way. And herO, does he go for a proxy gateway into a 4-gate Blink all-in? This looks like, this actually reminds me of Lunacy. Lunacy went for a similar build against Sound in KSL. Huh. What I'm getting at is herO knocking down those rocks, and is he going for the gold? Because that's what Luna C did. Is he going for the gold? So for those that weren't here for KSL, Luna C, it was against Zound. He took the gold base in the center and he made it look like he was going one base all in. And Zound overreacted. He overreacted and he responded to the 2 base all in that didn't exist. Yeah, he's doing what? I need to message Luna C. No shot. Did herO take this from Luna C or did Luna C take this from herO? Because this is crazy. We've seen this before. Yeah, he's going for the gold. And again, the hope here is that MaxPax believes it's an all-in. That's the hope. And then MaxPax over-responds, he overreacts, he stays defensive, and then he allows herO to get this gold base up and running. No shot. Mate. Meanwhile, Stasis wrap in towards the main base. Big connection. Stasis goes up. Ooh, getting a lot of probes. Wow. I need to message Luna C after this. I need to. For those who don't know, Luna C, he's a Korean Protoss. He's a Korean Protoss player. And I need to know who's... Because, mate, I thought Luna C was memeing when I saw this. And I need to know the truth. Oh my god. I mean, herO, I'm pretty sure he was watching KSL because he was playing that week. He was playing in KSL. Very curious. As herO, he recalls. Does main out over towards that gold. MaxPax, I don't think he watches KSL, so he may not be aware. Nice dodge. Gold base is getting fully operational. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna message Luna C right now. Let's go. Okay, I left him a message because I need to know. As herO, he's going for the other gold. Again, this is exactly what Luna C did. Gold base into the backup gold as well. MaxPax moving in. Has 3 immortals. I mean, he can still have won this, but the first immortal is going to get picked up. And first immortal goes down. Second immortal as well. Very nice force fields here out of herO. Despite that, it's still being forced back in the gold. MaxPax, he will take advantage of that. We'll take advantage of the gold base. As he does shut down the shield battery, does get the probes. herO coming in from behind. Yo, herO, sorry, Luna C is typing a message to me. I need to... I'll read it after the game. We'll focus on the game. As now we just see herO poking in, going for the immortal. The immortal goes down. Massive pickup. And the immortal does fall. herO, he saved most of his probes. The immortal count was reset. Now he can go back to mining. He saves the base. He saves the gold. And with that, herO, he maintains an economic lead. Let's go. As is warping in, Stasis trapping towards me. Oh no! Oh my god, no reaction! The Stasis! Stasis goes up, gets the entire mineral line. Likewise, herO pushing in. He's gonna be committing. Yeah, diving in the army, gets the immortal. Immortal goes down, and herO, he's overwhelming. He's looking to overwhelm the army. Immortal coming in from the high ground. herO pulling back, pulling away. Does pull away. Likewise, this one Oracle was doing so much from MaxPax with the Stasis traps, with the Oracle harass as well. MaxPax trying to take his own third. And can herO just overwhelm this with just pure sheer power of Mass Stalker? Can he do it? Can he pull it off? As herO is being forced back. Third base getting up and running. Charge on the way. And Max actually stabilizing. What's scary here is that herO, he does have an economic advantage because of the goal base, but slowly MaxPax is catching up. Is getting there. Likewise, herO pulling away. Yeah, it does pull back. The goal base is under fire. Likewise, herO going for his own counterattack and going for the third. Third Nexus taking a lot of hits. But the last MaxPax, he saves his and he's going for the gold of herO. Should be able to bring it down. Just a really chaotic fight. herO, he does stumble in, but last going to be bleeding out some of these elves. Goes to the dive. He wants the immortals. He gets one. One immortal goes down. There's one left. One immortal left. Can herO break through? Zells have arrived here to buffer. But not quite. herO barely being forced back. Yeah, he will lose control of the gold. Taking his own natural. And yes, I have confirmation, by the way. Lunacy, because I just finished mentioning Lunacy. This is his build. Yeah. That's so cool. Like, it's cool that herO's using it. So again, if you're in the chat and if you were watching KSL last week, then you would have seen this already. You would have had a teaser of this. As the base goes down, herO, he snipes the third. Rotating over, his own goal base is going to be falling as well. Yeah, the expansion is going to get picked off. herO falling back. He can't engage with the immortals. Not like this. Not like this. Hey guys, this is a replay cast. The cast is live, but yes, these are matches that occurred yesterday. Yes. Did occur yesterday. As Max actually rotates over towards the gold. Does rotate over. herO, he's trying to keep up. Shield battery depowered. As MaxPax, he is going to be overwhelming this. He just has an overwhelming force of stalkers. Again, MaxPax was able to calm down, keep a cool, calm, collected head, get his natural, get his third base up running. Without these charges, though, can herO take down these immortals once again? He's going to get the first. He should get the second, but how many stalkers are going to be left over? That's the question. As that second immortal goes down, but now it's stalker versus stalker. And MaxPax's supplies are in his favor. He is overwhelming. Is still going to break through. Yeah, herO just cannot keep up. I mean, his own economy was disrupted. Again, a crazy build out of herO. It was great to see him taking notes from Lunacy. But he's not as unhinged as Lunacy, Pappy. Not as unhinged. Or is he? He's holding on. He holds his own, getting a fourth base behind this. Getting another expansion. MaxPax down to purely Blink Stalker, but he does have that Stalker lead. He has almost double the army supply. MaxPax, he should have enough. From here, the base, it is going to be close to falling, close to crumbling. He's running out of resources anyway to begin with here at the gold. But here he just can't sustain himself. Not like this. Not anymore. Again, he had momentum in this series, but alas, MaxPax shut it down. Good reaction, good response to the MaxPax. I mean, we spoke about it. Imagine this game without the Oracle harass. Like, the Oracle stasis traps were insane in this game, killing probes and catching mineral line after mineral line with their stasis traps. It was insane just how much damage that MaxPax had dealt. And with that, he had pulled his way back in. He had made up for otherwise having a worse economy initially. And that has led into this. That has led into this game state. Pushing forward, massive run by Hitch was a natural. Zealots they can't overwhelm. Hero just keeping the main army busy. Here he doesn't have enough to break the main army, but he's distracting. For now, pulls away. MaxPax now with 2-0 upgrades. Hero with 1-1. +3 is on the way for the Red Protoss. Getting to his own charge. Hero trying to consolidate, trying to find another way in. The Observer sees everything. As MaxPax, he sees the rotation, sees how exposed the base is. And Probe's going to be going down. Hero pushing in towards natural. There's a stasis. Oh! Stasis does not quite go off. Not yet. MaxPax, he holds. Hold on. Likewise, we do see Hero going for his own Robo now, looking to get into his own Immortal production, or even Disruptors. The question becomes, is Hero going to be given the time to do so? Like, throughout all of this, because Hero has been pressuring MaxPax, the bases have been left alone. The Observer hasn't actually taken notice of it, but Hero, he has his own 3rd base, he has his own 4th base, a 5th base as well. Like, Hero, he's been expanding quite freely. And he's catching back up in supply. I'll be honest, there was a period in this game, Hero, he was down, 30, 40 supply? I was riding him off. That was when MaxPax was pushing in towards the gold. And I thought it was over then and there, but no, Hero, he's been able to stabilize. He's maxing out. The hell? He was dead in this game. Comes in from the left, catches a couple of workers. Stasis traps, they do not barely go up. Ooh, they do towards the end. They do connect. Here he has to retreat. Big stasis traps here towards the left and right hand side. Despite that, Hero collapsing on the main army. Doesn't quite break through. But again, how have we gotten here? Hero just able to get away with his expansions, basically. Just keeping MaxPax busy. Double expanding behind this. Breaking through the front lines. And Hero, he blinks in. Probes are pulling left and right. Hero just getting, MaxPax just getting pulled apart. There's a recall. Does recall over here. He can just stand and fight. He can engage. And wow, Hero, he does it. 21 probes going down. He was dead in this game. No shot. GG gets caught. Hero, he gets away with it. He does bring it back, and he will take a 3-1 lead in the series. GG. Hero pulling a Lunacy. Let's go. GG, well played. Again, Hero, he was struggling. We saw that MaxPax, he was able to shut down the first gold base. He was, of course, harassing with the Oracles. He was getting probe kills as well. Hero was down in economy, down in army, down in everything. This is, I'm referring to a couple of minutes ago when MaxPax was pushing to the center of the map, and I thought it was a done deal then and there. But Hero did a great job, not at really like getting damage done, but a great job at distracting, right? At keeping MaxPax busy while Hero double expanded, while he got his own natural, his own 3rd base, his own 4th base. Again, the Observer never panned in that direction. That's my one criticism about that game and the Observer, is the Observer was hyper fixated on the fights that were occurring, but throughout all of that, off screen. Here we go, we're jumping into our next game, and in the top right hand corner, sorry, top left, we have Hero. In the bottom right, we have MaxPax. Here we go. As we are going to be entering Neon Violet Square, one of the, or the largest map in the map pool. The largest map. From here, of course, we do often see a lot of late game. We do often see a lot of economic builds as well. There is a gold base available on this map. True, there is a gold. That may become a factor. Until then, MaxPax going for his own economic opener, going for the low ground. It should be a gate into Cybercore into expansion. So once again, economic build here by MaxPax. But the question becomes, herO, what does he go for himself? Does he also go for his own economy into Phoenix play, or does he try to punish the greed of MaxPax? For now, gate into Cybercore. Okay. Economic opener. Mirrored builds all around. MaxPax sets up on the low ground. herO sets up on the high ground. So a bit of a differential here. They do approach this in slightly different ways. Setting up. From here, we do have these Stargates on the way, and with the arrival of these Stargates, welcome and all once again for the second time in this series, Phoenix Wars. Looks like we're going to be seeing Phoenix Wars here between herO and MaxPax, as Stargates are on the way, and we should be beginning, and we should not be stopping Phoenix production. Here we go. As Stargates are about to finish up, from here we should be getting to Phoenixes, and we'll see if either player does deviate, but really on a large map like this we should not. We should be committing here to purely Phoenix production. Now if you recall, if you were here previously in this series, here he was able to get a fast hold over on MaxPax and rush into a faster third Nexus. This was on El Dorado, if you recall. It was on El Dorado, faster third base into a faster third Nexus, sorry, faster third Stargate into triple Phoenix production. We'll see if here can do it again. We'll see if he can do it again, or if MaxPax can keep up. You know, let up shades into the main. Does shade in. Alas, the army's in position. Adept gets lifted. Second Phoenix on the way. And herO should shut this down. Emphasis on should. There we go. There we go. Very fast. Second Stargate. Oh my god. I think the shade may have caught that. I would love to see the vision here of MaxPax. I don't. There we go. There we go. Second Stargate on the way. We're keeping up. Both players rushing into their second Stargates into mass Phoenix production. And a lot of this comes down to how quickly does a player go for a fleet beacon into Phoenix range, how quickly does a player go for a third Stargate, and do either the players try to delay their opposing expansions with pylon blocks. There are these little intricacies here to Phoenix Wars that can impact the game. We'll see what they go for. Now here making 2 Phoenixes at a time. MaxPax slightly behind in Phoenix production, but only slightly by a couple of seconds. He can catch up. He can and will. So now MaxPax is still building up. I mean, both players are. We just see that this time here, he's the first player to throw down a fleet beacon, first player to work towards Phoenix range, and neither player is really committing here. I mean, right now you can't. The reality here, this is also why people aren't really too fond of Phoenix Wars, is currently the Phoenix count is even, so no one can attack. No one can really attack, just because if either one makes one wrong move, I mean, that's game then and there. You know, it'll very quickly just snowball out of control. It comes down to who shoots first. Because we are dead even. We just see that MaxPax is not too far behind with his own fleet beacon, so there's going to be a very slim window where herO has Phoenix range over his opponents, but again, it's very slim. herO going for the gold! Let's go! The gold base is on the way. And that is going to pressure MaxPax to be aggressive. This means that currently, as things stand, if both players stay as they are, if they both play defensive, and if they both get their third bases up and running, then herO will get ahead, as he does have the better economy with the gold base. So this is pressuring MaxPax to be assertive and pressuring him to attack, whereas he otherwise wouldn't want to. So here, his goal here is to force MaxPax's hand, because if he doesn't, then MaxPax, he just falls behind. As here, despite that, is still being somewhat active. Risky maneuvering here. Does spot the expansion. Oh, he wants to dive in. He has range. Wow, with range, he can poke in. Gets a Phoenix. Gets a Phoenix. Oh, gets another trading 1-for-1, 1-for-2. Yeah, it is going to give me a back up more trade here. Here he does back up, but he does out-trade his opponents. Again, Phoenix range is a massive lead. GG gets caught, he overwhelms as Phoenix range ends just too late for MaxPax, and herO, he will take the series 4-1. GG. Wow. I mean, again, I wasn't really giving too much credit to it, but if you recall, I was talking about how herO, there was a slim window, and it was only like 20 seconds, by the way. It was not a long window, it wasn't a large window whatsoever. A slim window where he had range over his opponent, and bam, he went for it. With extra range, he got so many extra shots off. We saw the Phoenix range ended at the end of the game for MaxPax after the fight, after the loss of his army. GG. The goal base didn't even factor in. Did not even factor in. What factored in there? Phoenix range. GG, well played. Here he will advance on to the grand finals, and MaxPax, he is knocked down to the lower finals, to the lower bracket finals, where he's going to be waiting for his next opponent for either herO or Raynor. Let's go. Let us go. GG, well played. Whew, a very impressive series there out of herO. Once again, just having different approaches to MaxPax, not going for the stock standard like one. He never proxied, he never cheesed. I mean, I say never cheesed. Amygdala was the closest to that, but even Amygdala was a very unique build. Shout out to Lunacy, by the way. Shout out to Lunacy for giving herO the win in a way, just inspiring him to use the build on Amygdala and for overwhelming MaxPax in the end. Even though I feel like that should have been MaxPax's game, by the way. Despite that, GG. GG, well played. With that, we're going to be going on a break. When we come back, we will have herO versus Raynor. See you soon.